Marcus and Christopher B. Stokes. What what was going on with this sequel? Okay, so I watched Adopted too, and I actually had to. I kept getting distracted, going to sleep. It took me a few tries to watch it because it's like we got the same story we did with Adopted. The only difference is the little crazy boy was in, an institution, and he didn't like what the little counselor was saying about him possibly staying there. He knocks him out, sets the whole place on fire, walks out, and then gets adopted by this other family. Now, here's the thing. They showed him kind of getting bullied, right? At the institution. I guess he was trying to be on his best behavior. But since he came from an abusive household, that's just, I guess, in him, implanted in him. So he's learned to be, that's how he is. So we fast forward this other family. They have two sons. One son has a medical emergency, passes away, and then they go and adopt Dylan's crazy butt. Now, I don't know, like, why would you? I don't see the point in that because it's like kind of like replacing your deceased son and your son that's still living. Why does he have to have a sibling? At that point, he's used to his brother, so I don't know what that was about. Princess Love plays the mom. And, we got Marcus Houston in this because, he was a cop in the first one as well, still a cop. And, if you remember my review on the first one, hold on, y'all. If y'all remember my review on the first one, it ends with Dylan coming down the stairs with a gun. The police, run up in the house. It's like four of them. And then you just hear gunshots and the movie goes off. Well, we find out Marcus Houston got hit by Dylan, and out of the four cops there, none of them shot Dylan. Come on, man. You got to make this stuff kind of believable. I understand it's a movie and everything. It's not real life. But you mean to tell me that little boy who has no prior experience with guns was able to shoot a cop, but none of the cops shot his ass? And I'm not wishing harm on children, but the little boy is a killer. So I wouldn't shed a tear or nothing if they would have shot his ass. But damn, four of y'all and couldn't nobody hit him? So now here he is causing mischief again. Now he was all right in this new family until him and the brother got into it because the brother was like, "You're trying to take my spot. You're using a secret handshake. You got to earn that, blah, blah, blah." And so Dylan hears the mom saying, "Well, Mason's our biological son. Dylan's adopted. Maybe we should find somewhere for him to go, blah, blah, blah." And it's like, see, that's why you should have never adopted him, because you can't adopt a child and then when you're having some friction in the household, be like, okay, well, we got to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got into one fight, and this is before he started acting crazy at this particular house. Y'all he got in one fight with your son, and you're already trying to ship him off. Like, let's put aside the fact that he's a violent killer, and I'm just speaking in general. Don't do that. Don't adopt kids if you're gonna not be able to handle, especially a child that's older. Like, I'm going to assume Dylan is like 10-ish, 11-ish, 12 at the maximum. When you're dealing with a child in that age group, they've already had a past, they've already had some experiences, so there might be some hurdles you got to get through with that. You're not dealing with, a 2 month old baby that you can, mold into whatever. You get what I'm saying? So he flies off the handle. I forgot where he found that damn shotgun, but he ends up he hurt her friend, the mother's friend. The mother's friend was on the phone with J Bug. Yeah, I'm gonna call him J Bug because that's what I know him as. J Bug's a cop, right? She called 911 talking to him. He doesn't believe her. So she shows up. Dylan blasts her ass away. Shoots Princess Love. Shoots the dad, but he doesn't die. And he knocks him out. They were fighting with the gun and all that. So this movie ends with Dylan just walking up to some random house. My parents just got into an accident. I'm all alone. And they just take him in, no questions asked. Marcus and Christopher B. Stokes. If you do hit us with an adopted 3, y'all need to have that little boy taken out. Have his ass taken out, okay? Because he's a killer. I don't care about him being a child, and we're just talking about a movie here, okay? Take his ass out in this next one, and don't bring him back no more, okay? Because how he escaped gunshots from 4 cops, he got away scot-free with it. Like I said, it took me a little minute to finish watching this. I would start it, I would go to sleep, I get distracted. Now I'm gonna say this: for the most part, movies that are in the Christopher B. Stokes, Marcus Houston universe are usually pretty good. I like them. You gotta take them for what they are. They're TV. Excuse me, they're, made for TV type movies. You know what I'm saying? Put them in the same category as, like, Element types. So they're good for that. But it's like, come on, man, don't give me the same story. And then this little crazy boy that ran off again and just at night goes to this random house and they just welcome him in with open arms. I'd call the police. That's what they should have did. I called, like, look, this little boy just ran up over here talking about his parents got into an accident. I do not know him. Y'all need to pick him up and take him to the children's whatever the hell they take kids to, okay? Because I'm bringing no random in the house and it's 10 o'clock at night, child. But let me know what you think about this Adopted 2, man. I have a 9 to 5 now, so I'm trying to, and the way my schedule is, I work 11 to 7, so it's like by the time I get off, by the time I lay down and relax, it's time to go to bed. And then before I go to work in the morning, I kind of want to chill. I'm one of these people, I have to get myself geared up for work. Being an introvert and having a job where you're dealing with people for 8 hours, it's like I have to give myself time to re-energizing is after work, but energize myself. I have to gear myself up. So, man, I don't be watching. I just be laying here just chilling, watching YouTube, reading. So I'm definitely going to try to find some kind of way to get my movie watching back in my schedule. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you think about Adopted 2. Like I stated before, I did do a review on the first Adopted. And let me know what you think. Are you also a fan of the Marcus Houston, Christopher B. Stokes what's the word I use? Universe or whatever. Um, they call themselves Mr. Tubi. I think if you go to Marcus Houston's IG or something, he calls himself Mr. Tubi because they be pumping out the movies. But anyway, shout out to my 195 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed. But you know you can hit that button for me. Very much appreciated. Peace and blessings to every one of you watching. You have a good one.